live on the air. I'm Richard Saile.
This is wild.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Loungetime. I'm your host, Rich Saile, and today, I cannot wait for this episode so badly. I've been waiting to do this, man. Getting my cold water for this because I'm going to probably need it. We got a lot to cover. Ravens-Steelers was great. Packers-Bears was a wild ending. Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers keep rolling, and they're looking pretty good now, all right? And then Drake May comes up short again. Geno, a walk-off win for the Niners. And then the best two things, which I might lead off the show with because I have to. The Chief bandwagons finally went down. And the Giants cut Daniel Jones. Oh, man. Where do I start first, man? I mean, damn, I hate the Giants fans that annoyed me, and I have two watching now that are in that club. Or do I start with the fan base that I hate the most right now? The Chiefs bandwagons. Gotta clear my throat before this happens. Where do I start? That's the question. I honestly don't know. You know what? The less of two evils will win first. I'm starting with the bandwagons because I'm going to poke you guys right now. I want to do this. I'm going out on my usual order. I usually do 1 o'clock games. Oh, no. I haven't done this since the Bucs-Patriots game in 2021 when I started with that game first. No, I'm going out of order. I want to start with the game of the week. Okay? Finally, the bandwagons went down. And I was so happy because this week has been really tough on your boy. You know, with some stuff, I'm in crunch mode right now, guys, okay? I'm in crunch mode, all right? Your boy's dealing with some final exams that are starting to roll around, okay? Celebrating my 26, okay? That's what I'm doing, okay? Celebrated that on Tuesday. I'm glad to be back in the main studio with you guys. But part of it led to some stuff beforehand, okay? I really wish New England would have won and the Rider Broncs would have won at Iona. Both were really good games, man. I watched watched the Iona game. That was a great one, too, in Iona. Okay, that was actually a pretty cool scene, even though my Rider Broncs lost. And then New England lost to the Rams, but the kid still looks good. So that's a positive sign, okay? I'm not going to be all down about this, but I'm going to get on YouTube bandwagons. I'm going to insult salt to the wound. So, let's get into what we saw. Now, I missed the first half of this game because, A, my phone was literally on like 10%. No, less than that. I was on 5. I couldn't watch the game, so I had to save phone battery. Oh, Rich, but you're a real football fan. Yeah, well, shit happens, bro, okay? I got back for second half just in time, okay? But apparently, Mahomes gets picked the second play of the game. Let's take a look at this because I missed the first half. Okay, we're not going to watch highlights. He got picked second play of the game. What? Mahomes gets picked second play of the game? What? The best QB in the NFL, everybody keeps telling me. Or so we thought he is the best quarterback in the league. Not this year. No, not this year. Not this year. Wait till we get to the numbers. This is really where I'm going to have fun. Okay, now, apparently he got sacked twice. So, we're putting the numbers together, guys. So he got sacked twice. He threw a pick. Does that say to you guys that's a good first half? No, I wouldn't say it is. I would say that's okay. But Richie threw 2 touchdowns in the first half. Hold on. You were not winning. You were not winning at half. So would we say that's not a great first half? No, it's not. So then I watched. And non-biasedly, he was all right, but he didn't do much, right? But here's what it did show. It showed that you bandwagons finally, the football gods finally said, no more wins, no more bailed out by the refs, no more fucking, we're going to let you get away with a call. No more of that happened. Bye-bye. Done. And then, before I get into the stats, the unmitigated gall of this toxic, delusional, nauseating, disgusting fan base to talk shit. Oh, the refs missed an illegal contact. Really? You, of all fan bases, are going to really sit up there and say all the calls you didn't get? How about all the teams that didn't get a call that you won? Ain't heard a peep from none of that. Hell, the Marshmallow Pete made more noise than that. No. You do not even go there. Don't go there, because we got a laundry list of those calls that you benefited from. The Bengals, the Toegate, Atlanta. Do I have to get into other games? You got Bale on a blocked field goal against Denver. Tampa. That was close. Yeah, the Niners, you got lucky. Brock Purdy fucking was not good that game. Do not even start complaining about calls. I want none of it. I don't want to hear none of it. You lost. You lost this game. And guess what? You're going to go up there on TikTok. You know what? I'm going to pull the clip. Listen to this guy talk, because I don't want to just do it. I'm going to let him talk, guys. I'm going to let him talk.
I don't think anyone in the NFL is going to be happy until the Chiefs play a game where every single play there's a penalty thrown on the Chiefs and there are 0 penalties thrown on the other team. And even then, people will be like, well, did you see? Patrick Mahomes gave a little glance to the official once. I'm pretty sure that this game is rigged. That's the only way people are ever going to be happy, is if the NFL turns the Chiefs into the mean machine from the longest yard, and suddenly Patrick Mahomes is Paul Crewe getting every single flag thrown on him until he finally just darts the ball right into the referee's beanbags. That's the world we have to live in now, because everybody's so sensitive. They can't accept the fact that their team's not good enough to beat the Chiefs. So they're going to go in and find a call that they didn't like an illegal contact call in the second quarter that 100% happened.
Guys, this is why when I say this fan base, this is what last year's matchup created. It created this, to where when Mahomes didn't get his calls that he didn't get, and he pouted and cried like a bitch and started screaming and yelling at the refs, oh, I didn't get a call. That's not an offensive offside. You see the monster you created, Roger Goodell. You see the monster you fucking did. You showed the entire league that if that man doesn't get what he wants, you have to coddle him like a little baby, like with his little binky and his baba, because to shut him up. That's what that game showed last year. And I'm finally glad that this game said no more of it. No more. Which made me happy. Which made me call my buddy, the number one Chiefs hater. I'm getting him on. We're working out the deal. We're getting Johan back. Y'all loved Johan. We're getting him back again. All right, I'm working it out, but we're getting him back for a game later this year. Let me tell you, bandwagon, something. You know why I compared you to my 2019 Patriots? Because guess what I start to see? Those little cracks are starting to show. Those little cracks in the glass are showing, okay? This game's the start of it. Now, you are so lucky you get Carolina and Las Vegas after that. But then guess who you got in December? You got the Chargers right now, who should have beat y'all asses week 4 in LA. Okay, they're playing much better now. Okay, you see Justin Herbert slinging that rock? You see J.K. Dobbins starting to run the ball when they need to? Jim Harbaugh's got them humming right now. Okay? Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on Christmas Day. Pittsburgh's defense looks good. I'm a little worried about the offense, especially after Thursday. I'm a little worried about them. But I have confidence that they're going to keep that defense in the game. As long as that defense keeps them in the game, they got a shot. The Texans. Now, I said they were my Super Bowl pick to come out of the AFC. They didn't look good last couple of games. But if there's one guy who I think right now, out of all the potential quarterbacks to make the playoffs in the AFC, that is not scared to go against Mahomes, it's C.J. Stroud. And you see those receivers he's got? Nico Collins is coming back. Tank Dell. I love John Mechie. I hope he goes off, man. John Mechie's a good receiver, especially him dealing with leukemia. That's a great story. Look that up, guys. That's an awesome story how he's been able to get back. Okay, Dalton Schultz at tight end. Okay, that defense. They got Will Anderson. They got Danielle Hunter. Okay, D'Amico Ryans has them boys ready to roll. This is not a great defense, but it's a good defense that I think can hang with them. Right? It all comes down to can he scheme a way to slow him down. Okay. So, and then you got your season finale in Denver. Now, Denver's going to need it because they're fighting for the playoffs right now. Okay? And Denver should have beat y'all asses in Kansas City. So, I got 4 games right now that I'm going to be watching real closely with these eyes. Okay? And I'm telling you, bandwagon, something right now. You are going to sweat. Hell, did you even see how Cleveland looked against Pittsburgh's defense? Now, I'm not saying Cleveland's going to beat them. I'm not going to be that. Jameis Winston's a turnover machine. We get all that, right? But you see how good Cleveland looks with Deshaun Watson out now? They might give y'all a game because you got to go to Cleveland. But Cleveland might win that. But Cleveland will lose that game, okay? So here's the deal. You bandwagons can say all you want. Oh, this is not a big deal, Rich. We still got Mahomes. Did you remember what you said last year? Oh, we won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm going to tell you? Keep that same energy. Because you know what I'm going to tell you? When you lose in the playoffs, guess what this face is going to be? It's going to be unbearable. I am already making phone calls to see who wants to come sit right here when y'all bandwagons lose. And I got, see, real OGs know I had something when they lost to Joe Burrow in the AFC Championship. Imagine y'all losing the divisional round. Imagine y'all losing the playoffs. What about first round? If y'all lose first round, if you all lose first round, that's going to be must-see for me. That's going to be must-see. I might have to do 2 separate videos. Because I am telling you right now, you see what this league created? This fucking monster? And then guess what? Guess what he says this time? Oh, man, hell of a game. I can't wait to run it back again or something like that, right? Yeah, that's because you had to, you knew you fucked up, okay? But that's because you knew, I got a Super Bowl ring out of that, so that tantrum I got away with. Yeah, because they know if you do it twice, it ain't gonna look pretty. Let me tell you something. You're in trouble. You bandwagons are in trouble. The cracks are showing. Those close wins, you got bailed out, and no more. This game, see now this is where the great coaches, this is where the really good teams study this game, and find the cracks that Kansas City has. Find the cracks, because everybody's like, oh, the left tackle sucks. Well, Worthy had a touchdown fine. Hopkins, oh, so he looks old? Oh, wait a minute. You all told me it was the next Brady Moss. Get out of here with that bullshit. I don't want that. No. How about this, guys? Travis Kelce had only 2 catches. But, did y'all hear this? You know why Taylor Swift didn't attend the Bills game in Buffalo? You know why she didn't attend the game? Because apparently she, quote-unquote, had a bad experience in Buffalo. Yeah, because guess what? We're so sick and tired of seeing her celebrate every time Travis Kelce and the Chiefs score. No one cares. The shit went on last year. Done. Nobody cares. Okay? Bills Mafia. Damn, them fans are loyal in Buffalo. And let me tell you something. I got one of my friends that I'm doing the Sports Yammer with on Tuesday nights, 10 to 11, if you want to check your boy out, by the way. Okay? He's a Bills fan. Okay? They're a loyal fan base. I respect them in my division. Okay? You know they're going to be amped up for a playoff game like this. So if the Bills fans made it not a great experience last time, then you better not show up in Vegas. You better not show up in other stadiums where, like Philly, for example. Oh no, that's not going to be a great experience. No. But you're lucky that the Eagles and Chiefs play every 4 years, maybe 2, depending on the conference, games like that. But my point is, you bandwagons let me tell you right now, you could say, oh, this is not a big deal all you want. Your day's coming, and this face is going to be happy. You are not ruining my offseason for 3 years in a row. I want none of it. I am not, the media's trying to cover this up, not making a big deal. Oh no, they're getting a little worried. I know, but I'm going to talk about how this is a huge deal. This is a huge deal. Let's get to the numbers. 23 of 33 for Mahomes, 196, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks? 2 picks? What? 2 picks for Mahomes? Did y'all see the one he threw late in the game? I know I did. I watched the second half. Y'all saw the one he got picked second play of the game, right? Yeah. Oh, but his team is 9-1, Rich. Oh, he could get away with the pick. No. You know what my guy was doing at this point? My guy was lighting up 50 touchdowns to Randy Moss. Okay? He just kept winning. That's what he was doing. He lost the Super Bowl that year. Okay, but he still was lighting it up. Okay? He wasn't playing that bad. Like Mahomes is now. Oh, no. But guess what? You know what I did after the game? I tweeted at Nick Wright. Say goodbye to 20-0. Okay, because it's done. Bye-bye. And now, you bandwagons, you're in deep trouble. Okay, listen to your head of the snake. Okay, because clearly you all are brainwashed from reality. Okay, the league is catching up to you. Okay, Kareem Hunt, 14 carries, 60 yards. Yeah, please, I don't care about that. Worthy, 4 catches, 61 yards and a touchdown. The next best guy at 29 yards. Your defense gave up 30 points for the first time since week 4 of 2022. That was the last time they gave up 30 points. Okay? Yet that defense had no sacks. Okay? They had 1 takeaway by Chamari Connor. All right? Which I didn't see because I didn't watch the first half. But bandwagons, your day's coming. The Bills just showed everybody this is how you beat Kansas City. Let's get to the Bills side of numbers. Josh Allen, 27 of 40, 262 yards, a touchdown, a pick. He made the 1 turnover, but he was able to bounce off of it, right? That game-winning 26-yard touchdown. Great job, Josh Allen. Great job. I know you're in my division, okay? I may get mad when you play my team, but you're the one quarterback in that division I respect. I don't think Tua is that good. I am so sick of Aaron Rodgers, okay? I know he's great. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Okay, I'm just so sick of that damn team, the Jets. I don't even want to talk about them anymore. They're fucking a shit show, okay? But right now, Josh Allen's the one quarterback I actually respect in my division. And I'm actually glad he beat Mahomes. I'm actually glad, okay? James Cook ran in 2 touchdown scores. Curtis Samuel had the touchdown in the 4th quarter, all right? Khalil Shakir, 8 catches, 70 yards. And guess what, America? Guess what? They did this without Dalton Kincaid. And they did this without, and why is the name escaping me? Because it's another key weapon that they have. Oh, Keon Coleman. They did that without Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid. Imagine those two get back for the playoffs if y'all play for them. Oh, man. Oh, man. That would be huge. That would be huge. Okay, so Josh Allen really beat supposedly one of the best defense in football without his top two targets. Yet we're making excuses for Mahomes. Oh, his left tackle's bad. Oh, his wide receivers, he needs help. Guess what? We're not making excuses for Josh Allen. We're not making excuses. Feels good without Stephon Diggs, right, Buffalo? Feels good. Feels good. Josh Allen proved right now I can win without a true number one. I just got to do it in the postseason now. That's what he's got to do. The only question that Buffalo needs to do is get past Kansas City in the playoff and make that deep run to the Super Bowl. That's the only question that remains with this team. If they play Kansas City, can they beat them in the playoffs? Or can they get through that deep hurdle in the playoffs? That's the one hurdle obstacle that this team has. They had 2 picks in this game, as we talked about. Okay, let's get to the team stats, okay? Because this is a big deal, okay? All right? Buffalo, 9 of 15 on third down. 9 of 15, guys. Okay, that is 60% on third down. That will win you games, okay? Kansas City was 5 of 10. They were 50%, okay? Okay? Buffalo, 366 total yards on that Chiefs defense. Kansas City had 259, all right? The Chiefs only ran for 78 yards. Buffalo ran for $104, okay? Only 181 passing for Mahomes. Really 196 if you don't factor in the sacks. But if you count the sacks, it's, I think 181 if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So the Chiefs only ran 17 times. They threw 33. So they almost doubled it. 2-to-1 ratio. Kansas City was still perfect in the red zone. They had 6 penalties for 57 yards and they had 2 turnovers. So you lose a turnover battle, Kansas City, yet you still go perfect in the red zone and you get 6 penalties. Little snippets. Little snippets are showing. Okay? Little snippets are showing. But you bandwagons, I'm telling you right now, your day is coming. And this game, if the great coaches watch this game, I'm begging NFL teams, watch this game. Watch what Buffalo did. Y'all asses are going to be done. Ain't no 3-peat. I'm bringing my number one Chiefs bandwagon hater back right here. And I'm telling you right now, you bandwagons, the day you lose in the playoffs, oh, you don't want to see me happy. Because y'all thought what I did when Joe Burrow won against you in the 2021 AFC Championship, y'all thought that was bad? Oh, I am ready to become a national meme. I don't care. I hate this fan base. I hate them. I hate that the media dick rides this team ad nauseum. I can't wait to see the excuses they're going to fucking line up. I love how they don't act Tom Brady's Super Bowl win with Tampa over the Chiefs like it never existed. Oh no, in this show, it exists. The media will tell you it didn't exist, but it did. So did the 2018 AFC Championship. That happened too. So did the Joe Burrow 21-3 deficit in the championship game that Mahomes choked. Yeah, that happened. But the media don't want to tell you that, though. The media don't want to tell you that. I will. But you know what? You bandwagons, you're so lucky you get Carolina and you're so lucky you get Carolina and Vegas back-to-back weeks. You're so lucky. Let's get into, I want to talk about this because this just actually happened today. The Giants cut Daniel Jones today. And I don't like to switch from a game that we talked about to this, but I got to talk about this because I have delusional Giant fans watching right now that are absolutely driving me crazy. The fact that they have the audacity to say that Daniel Jones was better than Mac Jones was, or that he was actually good. First of all, and I want to be real about this for a minute because I don't hate all Giants fans. There are some real ones. Okay, I met some of the real ones. Okay, that have told me off camera, Daniel Jones is not worth $40 million. The real ones knew it, that they should have paid Saquon Barkley. Okay? I have had conversations with these people that have told me this. Okay? So I don't think all Giants fans are bad. Now, two of them, one of them has been ducking the smoke on Loungetime for 4 seasons. He will refuse to come on because he knows he's going to get flamed on this show. He knows who he is. Okay? Now, one, he's so embarrassed. His NBA picks were so bad. He knew he got crucified. The day after, the Nets traded Kyrie Irving and KD. That was the day after he made that pick in the finals. Y'all know who you are, bro. Y'all know who you are. Okay? So, they're scared now to come back here because they knew when I brought them on after that loss to the Eagles, they knew they were done. They knew it. Okay? He had one magic carpet ride like Aladdin. Okay? He had that one moment where he looked good against a fraudulent Vikings team that we all knew. And I'm sorry, my buddy Kyle Rooney, he's a Vikings fan, but it's true. Okay? They had a one win against a fraudulent Vikings team that everybody knew was not that good. Okay? And guess what? When you play a real team, what happened? You got the brakes beat off, y'all. You got the brakes beat off. Beat up in an alley by the real bullies in the division, the Eagles. And what happened? Blowing the doors off of them. They blew the doors off y'all. Nick Sirianni's clowning you because he knows you ain't that good. He knew it. We ain't scared of you. Dallas, oh, they're lightweight. We got him. Even the down year the Cowboys had, they still beat you. And get this, guys. So when they benched Daniel Jones for Tommy DeVito, who actually played better than Daniel Jones last season, if I'm being honest, he outplayed Daniel Jones last season. Do you remember the games he won? He beat Green Bay. Remember? I think he might have beat the Saints. He played the Eagles tough the first go round. Do you remember? He played pretty good. He played pretty good. He even beat I think DJ was the game against my team. I think DJ played that game. I don't think he played against, I don't think DeVito played. I could be wrong though. But DeVito outplayed Daniel Jones last season. So guess what, guys, I'm going to share conversations now. So my friends that are delusional Giant fans, they're saying, oh, great, yes, we're going to be tanking. Let's go. We're going to tank for Shedeur Sanders. We're going to tank for Cam Ward. You did see that Shedeur Sanders carries a lot of baggage, right? What if Shedeur Sanders doesn't want to play for you? What then? Do you remember the last time that happened? Eli Manning pulled that with the Chargers. You're lucky he wanted to play for you, right? Oh, but what if Shedeur don't want to play for you? Oh, that's going to be bad. You sure you want the baggage that he has? Now, he's a stud. He's good. Okay, we get all that, right? He's good. But are you really sure you want him with all that baggage? I mean, damn. Did you not learn from the Jets with Aaron Rodgers with all that baggage he's got? I don't think you have. Oh, but we got Cam Ward, Rich. He's good too, right? Yeah, he's good. But he did lose to Georgia Tech. Did you see that game? He played pretty good, but I don't know if he's worth a top 3 pick after. Right now he's going to be a top 3 pick because everybody in the top of the order. Cleveland needs a quarterback. The Giants. I don't think Jacksonville needs one. I don't think they're going to give up on Trevor that quick. But the Raiders clearly need one. All right. So, but guys, do y'all remember what I said during my draft recap show? They tried to move up with us to get Drake May, and what did my team say? No, we're not moving from 3. And on Hard Knocks, Joe Schoen, the GM, he didn't want to make the Godfather offer. But everybody in the league knew they had the worst kept secret in the league. Because they knew they fucked up after 1 year. Oh, we gave him $40 million. We got to get Drake May. We got to get him. But guess what? When you did have Michael Penix available, when you had Bo Nix available, when you had J.J. McCarthy available, you passed him up for Malik Neighbors. Now, Malik Neighbors is a stud. I feel bad that he's getting buried in New York. But You had your chance to get a quarterback. And what did you do? What did you do? You blew it up and you said, nope. We're going to stick with Daniel Jones because we believe in him. We're going to get him Malik Neighbors. But that did not solve all your problems. That did not solve all your problems. And you know what I said? This is what they do. This is what they do. Now, people are now this is what they're also telling me. Rich, that contract's not as bad as you think, guys. I mean, this is not a bad contract, guys. I mean, it's not that bad. Remember, he's like the 10th paid highest quarterback now in the league. Yeah, but is he better than any of those 10 guys that are ahead of him? No. Not even close. Not even close. And did you see what Saquon Barkley did to y'all when he got back to MetLife? I did. And what's he doing for Philly right now? He cooking for them right now. He cooking for them right now. Cooking them. Cooking for him right now. Yeah. Cooking for him right now. Yeah. They won 6 straight. 8-2. They got a tough game against the Rams, though. But the audacity, the blasphemy that you guys told me. Oh, this contract isn't as bad as it thinks, Rich. It's not that bad. Yeah, DJ's the guy, bro. How's that take looking now? Okay, these are the same delusional Giant fans that at first, when they got DJ, they're like, you know we're going to the Super Bowl, Rich, right? You know we're going to the Super Bowl, right, Rich? You know we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, did you see that defense, Rich? Look what we got, Rich. You know we're going to the Super Bowl, right? Okay? But you said this when you had Pat Shurmur. You said this when you had Joe Judge. And you had the audacity to tell me, yeah, Joe Judge is a better coach than Bill Belichick, Rich. The real ones never once said that in a day in their life. The real ones never said that. But y'all, you delusional fans, you know who I'm talking to. You know who. Y'all know. One of them has yet to make an appearance on this lovely studio. I mean, this lovely studio, he has not made one appearance. Because you know why? The intimidation of the studio. He's afraid to crack under pressure. Okay? He knows who he is. Now the other one, he got exposed so bad for his NBA Finals pick. He's scared to talk basketball in front of y'all because he knew the audience knows I took Nets Pelicans to the finals. Yeah. You know who you are. Okay? So, they are, I tell everybody this every single year. I tell my cousins, I tell my uncle, okay, I tell my family friend, I tell my close friend group that I'm in a group chain with. What can go wrong will go wrong. The Giants are an accident waiting to happen. They are what Stephen A. Smith views the Dallas Cowboys to me. The New York Giants are an accident waiting to happen. What can go wrong will go wrong. Just wait. This is what they do. This is what they do. They've won 1 playoff game since 2011. 2 playoff appearances in that span. And y'all have the audacity to talk shit. Oh, but Daniel Jones was better than Mac Jones. Whoa. So you are telling me that Daniel Jones' season in 2022 was better than Mac Jones' rookie season? No way. No way. Oh, because he got 1 playoff win against a fraudulent Vikings team. Stop that shit. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Nope. That shit's done. They are so delusional. Some of these guys. Okay, now the real ones, they know that they fucked up and they should have paid Saquon Barkley. I'm not saying all of them are delusional. I'm saying my friends that are watching this show, y'all are delusional. Y'all are delusional. Now, guess what? You think you're gonna take with Tommy DeVito? No. What can go wrong will go wrong. Just wait. You guys are an accident waiting to happen. And I'm counting on it. Now, if y'all fire Brian Daboll for this, I mean, Daboll, shit, we'll take you back in New England. Do you see how good Drake May looks? I mean, all we got to do is just surround him and not pull what we did with Mac Jones. That's all what we got to do. I mean, damn, you don't even see me, like, bumping my gums about, oh, New England might make the playoff. No. I told y'all we were going to be ass. Okay? I was shocked that we were 2 games out of the playoff picture. That's all I said. Okay? I said we had a shot, but that did not mean I truly believe that. Okay? See, I'm a real one. I'll tell you when we're going to be good, and I'll tell you when we're going to be ass. Like I did last year. They never will. This is the first time, in all seriousness, I have never once heard them say that we're going to the playoffs, that we're going to the Super Bowl. Never once heard them from my friend group. Never once heard. We talked him into it. So I gotta give them credit. They knew they were gonna suck. But now you're happy about tanking. Tommy DeVito gonna win some games. Tommy DeVito's gonna win you some games. May not be Tampa, but he might beat Dallas. He might beat New Orleans. He might even beat the Colts. He might. But he's gonna win 2 games. And if y'all lose Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward, bro, it's gonna be rough for you. I love this. I love opening up with 2 teams I hate, and they fucking what goes wrong goes wrong. Oh man, see, this is what my birthday week is all about, man. I mean, I celebrated 26th Tuesday, okay, and now the Chiefs lose on the Sunday before. The Giants cut Daniel Jones, and now the delusional bandwagons know they suck. They're just praying to end up with Shedeur or Cam Ward, and they think, oh yeah, we're a quarterback away from fixing our problems. No, you're not. No, you're not. You got major issues to fix. Major issues. And if you ever cut Brian Daboll, if you ever fire Brian Daboll, that's 1 dirty, and 2, they're a shit show. Schoen clearly is not that good of a GM. We're finding that out now. All right. Anyway, enough of me ranting on the Giants and Chiefs. I'm sorry, people. I want to be happy, so I wanted to try a different way to approach the show because I wanted to get the 2 happiest things out of the way before we get into some of the recaps. All right, now, guys, I'm going to go over Ravens-Steelers, okay? I want to go over this because this was a marquee game of the weekend, and I have some thoughts that we have to talk about, right? Look, we got to face this. Ready? The Pittsburgh Steelers, outside of the Kansas City Chiefs, have Lamar Jackson's number within the division. Lamar Jackson historically does not play well against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He just does not. Okay? And I said on the guarantees, the real ones know this. Quote me accurately. I said take the 3.5 for Pittsburgh. I never understood why it was 3.5 Baltimore. I never understood why. How is Mike Tomlin getting points at home as an underdog? Never got it. I said, give me the points with Pittsburgh. Y'all took that. Hey, man. Made money. Okay? Y'all know. Okay? Lamar Jackson, 16 to 33 for 207 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Didn't play that great. Derrick Henry, he fumbled. Still won my fantasy week, though. 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. Well, why didn't you give Derrick Henry the ball in the 2-point play? Why? Why? See, this is what John Harbaugh does that just... And the guy's a Hall of Fame coach. I need to preface this. He's a Hall of Fame coach. Some of the coaching decisions he's making, I'm going, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, John Harbaugh? Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Give the ball to Derrick Henry at the fucking 2-yard line. You can't. You're telling me you don't think Derrick Henry can get in a goal line situation for a tying 2-point conversion? Is that what you're telling me? Then why did you bring him over then? What are you doing? I don't get it. Isaiah Likely, 4 catches, 75 yards. Zay Flowers had a touchdown on the day. Their offensive line gave up 2 sacks. Their defense, Odafe Owe, 2.5 sacks. They had 4 sacks on the Steelers. Marlon Humphrey had a pick. Justin Tucker. Oh my God. He has never recovered since Travis Kelce really bitched him in the AFC Championship game. He really hasn't recovered since Travis Kelce supposedly bitched him. Really? Wow. I mean, guys, I remember when Steven Gostkowski missed that extra point against Denver and he went fucking downward spiral and we kept him for another 4 years after that. And he was never the same, right? And I never understood why we kept him. But Justin Tucker, this might be the fastest and most saddest drop-off from a kicker I have ever seen. What? Wow. I did not think he would look this bad. I really didn't. And the guy's going to the Hall of Fame. He's arguably the best kicker in people's minds. I still think what Vinatieri did in the snow against the Raiders has to at least keep him in the conversation. The man has won 4 Super Bowls, 1 with the Colts, 3 with my Patriots. I don't know why Justin Tucker vaulted over him. I guess because they're looking at his clutch ability, his range, which, yes, that factors in. But Adam Vinatieri made 2 clutch field goals in the Super Bowl, man. He won for 2 different franchises. I mean, that's got to mean something, dude. Okay? The Tuck rule is, in my opinion, and I'm not being biased, I just think in the elements that day, in the snow, I mean, the one that tied the overtime, the one that tied the game to force overtime in that divisional playoff against the Raiders in 0-1, that's a difficult kick, man. If Justin Tucker makes that, then I'll open the conversation. I just haven't seen anybody do that. Okay? Let's go to the Steelers. 23-36 for Russell Wilson. A pick. Didn't play all that great. Najee Harris, 18 carries, 63 yards. He ran the ball pretty good. George Pickens, 8 catches, 89 yards. They're struggling to get a second option, okay? And I think that's what worries me a little bit. 2 fumble recoveries, the Steelers defense, 2 sacks. Peyton Wilson had a pick. Listen, the one thing that's going to give Pittsburgh a chance to make a deep run in the playoffs is their defense. If their defense played like it did, not last night, Sunday against the Ravens, it's going to give them a chance to make a deep playoff push. Do I think, honestly, they will? No, I don't. Not right now. I know Russell Wilson's been to 2 Super Bowls. I know he's won games in this league. I know he has. I don't trust that offense to get the job done in the postseason. I don't. I'm not going to say they're first-round exits because I think right now they're classified maybe as, the 3 seed? So, right now they just beat Baltimore. So I can't say they're not first-round exits. They could beat Baltimore in the playoffs. I'm not sold on Lamar Jackson. I don't think he has a signature postseason win, in my opinion. And I look at Russell Wilson and I say, well, if the Steelers own Lamar, they would probably play Buffalo or Kansas City in the second round. And I'm thinking, they didn't beat Buffalo last year. They didn't beat Kansas City in the playoffs 2 years ago. They might give Kansas City a game. I just don't think they can beat them for 4 quarters right at this moment. We're going to see in that Christmas Day game because that's going to be the game where I see if they're going to match up well. Okay? But I'm not going to bet against Mike Tomlin being a first-round exit again. I just don't think that's going to happen. Okay? Especially if he plays the Ravens or if he plays the 7 seed? Bo Nix, really? No. Fuck no. The Colts, I know they lost in Indianapolis. They're not losing to the Colts. All right? The Chargers, they beat early in the year. I do think they could beat the Chargers, honestly, but I do like what I'm seeing from them, which I'm going to get to right in a few moments, okay? 4-16 on third down for Pittsburgh, 4 of 11 for the Ravens. Ideally, they didn't play great on third down, okay? Pittsburgh ran for 122 yards on the Ravens' defense. All right? Pittsburgh's defense didn't really do great yardage-wise, but the Ravens were perfect in the red zone, but they turned it over 3 times, and they had 12 penalties for 80 yards. That's not going to win you a close game. That's not going to do it. All right? And the weirdest thing was Pittsburgh was 0 for 4 in the red zone. 0 for 4. That's not acceptable. You are not going to win going 0 for 4 in the red zone. It's very rare. But their defense won them this game, and I think that the Steelers, as long as they played like they did Sunday against the Ravens, they're going to have a chance to get to the second round, but I don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Buffalo or Kansas City at this moment. I don't think they will. I don't think they're that good enough to do that yet. But the Ravens, you got some major issues to figure out because your schedule right now is not getting easier. It's not getting easier. You have the Eagles coming up. You have Pittsburgh again. I believe you have the Texans. who I like to beat you, I don't like what I'm seeing. You have the Chargers at home on Monday night. I know they're traveling all the way across the country. But let me tell you right now, I like what I'm seeing from the Chargers. I do. Now, you should beat them. Do I think that you will? You'll have to find out for guarantee it. But I'll tell you right now, your schedule's not getting easier. You got some major, major concerns that are getting worrisome for me. Let's go to the Bengals-Chargers because this was a great game too. All right? Joe Burrow, guys, he would have been in the MVP frontrunner had his team not let him down every time. But it's not even just his team. It's his defense. And I think that that's a problem. Joe Burrow, guys, and I'm going to pull up his numbers for you guys because I need you guys to hear. Somebody showed me this on Monday. Guys, he has 3,028 passing yards. Leads the league. 27 touchdowns. Number 1 in the league. 4 interceptions. The guy has a 7-to-1 ratio almost. A 7-to-1 passing touchdown to interception ratio. He's leading the league in passing yards. Chase is leading the league in receptions. I think he's leading in receiving yards. I think I might be wrong on that though. They have the guy that's leading the league in sacks. And they're losing games. Still. Why? Because their defense is not good. This defense has been horrible this season. Horrible. But Jamar Chase can go off. He's getting frustrated because they're not winning. T. Higgins even went off. Guys, Joe Burrow was 28 of 50 for 356 yards, 3 touchdowns. He played another great game, but his defense gives up 34 points. Chase Brown, 22 times they run the ball, 86 yards. T. Higgins, 9 for $148 and a touchdown. Chase, 7 for 75, 2 touchdown scores. The Cincinnati defense, 2 sacks, 34 points allowed. They let the Chargers accumulate 400 plus yards of total offense. Let that sink in for a second. The Bengals defense gave up 400 plus total yards, 34 points to the Chargers. And let's get to the Chargers numbers. Justin Herbert, 17 of 36 for 297, 2 touchdowns. Justin Herbert threw for almost 300 and 2 touchdown passes. J.K. Dobbins had 2 touchdown runs. Herbert had 65 yards on the ground. Ladd McConkey had 6 catches for 123 yards. Will Dissly, 4 catches, 80 yards and a touchdown. Quentin Johnson had a touchdown. Like, guys, the Chargers defense had 3 sacks. They had 3 sacks. They had 14 quarterback hits. 14 quarterback hits on Joe Burrow. So, as great as Joe Burrow has been this season statistically, his team sucks around him. Chase is getting frustrated. T. Higgins, they don't want to pay, and they're letting him let him walk in the open market. Please come to New England, T. Higgins. I want you, please. Because you know why? I have been starving for this team to get a number 1 wide receiver for 5+ years. You would be the biggest addition for us since probably Randy Moss in 2007 that we needed. Brandon Cooks, albeit I was excited about him too. Okay, but he would be the biggest wide receiver addition since Randy Moss for the Patriots. That's how bad Drake May needs number 1. But I digress that point. T. Higgins, they didn't want to pay. Chase is getting frustrated. Chase Brown running the ball pretty nice. They have the leading sack man in the NFL, Trey Hendrickson. Okay? But their defense can't stop a cold. Their offensive line is giving up hits and sacks to Joe Burrow. Okay? Yet, They're 5 of 17 on third down. They were perfect on fourth down. The Chargers 3 of 11 on third down. That's not good. They committed 8 penalties for 56 yards. Guys, the total yards. You ready for this? 435 total yards. 435. The Bengals hit 452. That's how bad this defense has been. Over 6 yards per rush. 7.4 yards per pass. This team can't stop a cold. Guys, this is bad. Like, I feel bad for Joe Burrow because he's the one man, if they had a competent team around him, that I would say, hey, they could beat the Chiefs early in the playoffs. I can't justify it with this defense. I can't justify it. There's some major problems. With that team, and I feel bad for Joe Burrow because he's lighting it up the league. I'm not going to talk about Green Bay, Chicago because I'm not surprised that the Bears lose like this because Matt Eberflus is the worst coach in the league. Jordan Love, he made the go-ahead touchdown when it counted, right? And Josh Jacobs, he ran the ball pretty good. Christian Watson went off. Okay, Green Bay, I think that was a game where they can win on the road in cold weather. That they own Chicago. Chicago's a shit franchise, all right? And there's really talk about benching Caleb Williams, which is baffling to me. Why would you do that to your number one pick? That just shows the shit run of an organization that they are. I would refuse to even talk about them. Colts Jets, I'm sorry, I don't care. Anthony Richardson, hey, good for you, man. You had the game-winning touchdown against the Jets, but I'm done talking about the Jets. I don't even fucking want to talk about them. They disgust me. And I hate them as a Patriot fan. I do. They're annoying. They suck. I'm so sick of talking about Aaron Rodgers. Seattle 49ers. Let me say this, guys. I'm going to briefly talk about this a little bit before we get into guarantees because I do want to get into this, okay? Because Geno Smith, in my opinion, if we take away the walk-off touchdown that he had, he played all right. That was really it. He played okay. I don't think he's really having a season where I can say, yeah, I think Seattle's going to be good. Now, they got a good game with Arizona coming up. Arizona's playing hot football right now. But I'm sorry. I don't think Geno Smith's all that to get them far. Kenneth Walker ran the ball pretty good. Okay. Smith and Jigba was uncoverable. 10 catches, 110 yards. DK, 7 for 70 yards. I mean, those two guys do what those two guys are going to go make plays. Their defense, they got 2 sacks. Jonathan Hankins got a pick. I don't know how a defensive lineman catches a pick. But Seattle, a game I didn't think they really were playing that well to win. They win, but I'm not going to make too big of a deal with this. I mean, I'm not. Brock Purdy, if you have him in fantasy, by the way, I got to break the news. He's not playing. Him and Nick Bosa are not playing for the 49ers against Green Bay. I'm going to get to that when we get to guarantees. I just had to let you guys know before I go to the numbers. Brock Purdy, man, he's not playing that good. He's not. Christian McCaffrey ran the ball pretty good. I know Purdy ran a touchdown. He just doesn't look good. He does not look good. Juwan Jennings, 10 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. He did good. Debo was quiet. I mean, Kittle was out. That was a big loss. The Niners defense had 4 sacks, held them really held them to 20, which their offense should get it done. But something is wrong with this 49er team. I think the injuries have mounted up. I think Purdy's getting exposed when he's got his guys out. 7-11 on third down is great. 6-13 for Seattle. That's pretty good. I don't know what's going on. I mean, 9 penalties for San Francisco. That's bad. The 1 turnover, that's unacceptable. The Niners they're in really bad trouble. They don't look the same. I don't think they look the same. And I think that they're getting exposed. This window has closed for them. Ayuk's out for the year. Okay? McCaffrey, he's coming off an injury. This team, I'm not going to say they're done because I like Kyle Shanahan. I think he could figure it out. But I'm on the verge of saying, you know what? I just don't see it. I don't see it with this group. They don't look like a team that makes a playoff push to me. They've got the talent to do it, but their window, I fear, is closed. And they had 2 Super Bowls to go with a chance to win one, and they couldn't pull any of them out. And Kyle Shanahan's the big game choker like Andy Reid was once upon a time. Steelers-Browns. I'm going to briefly talk about this last night because I thought this was awesome to see snow in football. I thought this was really, really awesome to see the snow in Cleveland. That's my favorite time of the year when you see the snow coming down. Pittsburgh did a good job in the second half a little bit. But Jameis Winston, I don't know like how they were able to do so well. I think the turnovers kind of doomed them early. The fumble that they had that Cleveland landed on, the pick that that ended up happening. I don't even think he threw a pick, but I know Cleveland threw a pick. I thought that was game over at that point. But Russell Wilson, I thought played pretty good. The running game struggled a little bit in the snow, but Warren had the rushing touchdown. Najee did okay. I don't think he really did that good, right? Calvin Austin had a touchdown over the middle. That was a really nice throw by Russ. Freiermuth, he did good over the middle. Pickens had a couple of big plays. He had the one big play for 31. Their offensive line did not do good at all. Myles Garrett absolutely abused Broderick Jones. And they had another guy on him, and I said it yesterday, and his name is escaping my mind. But the fact that they got 1 sack on Jameis is not good. Dante Jackson, I thought that pick was the game initially, but Cleveland able to run the ball with Nick Chubb. Good for him after that injury. Jameis, he made some nice throws. I can't even lie. The one throw where he's rolling right and he throws it like a little high, I thought, but he threw it right. I think it was to Judy or Njoku. I think it was 80-something. How he made that throw, I was like, wow, Jameis. Like, that's amazing. But Judy, Jordan Akins, Cedric Tillman, he's been making plays here and there for them. Okay? This offense on paper isn't bad, but I never thought I would say Jameis Winston actually looks better than Deshaun Watson does for this team. But Cleveland Browns, if they go the young quarterback route, do you really trust him to get it done? I don't know. Myles Garrett had a monster game, 3 sacks. But Cleveland, this was a big game for them that they needed. They know that they're going to be in the tanking sweepstakes. But the fact they went 1 of 10 on 3rd down, yet 4 for 4 on 4th down, that's actually funny. I can't believe that they actually did that. 7 of 16 on 3rd down for the Steelers. That's pretty good. But not great. But Cleveland, 8 penalties for 48 yards, 3 turnovers. It is rare that you have more penalties than turnovers and you still win the game. Very rare that happens. Okay? Very rare that happens. But I was wrong about the Steelers that week. But I'm a little concerned if I'm Pittsburgh on that. All right, let's get to the guarantee. It's because I don't really have a lot to add. I'm gonna look right now at what they've got going on here. I want to look and see the DraftKings odds for Week 12. Now, guys, before we get to the guarantee, I am looking to do next week's show potentially Tuesday night before the Yammer that I have to go on 107.7 The Bronx. Please check me out there, guys. It's always great. But I'm also thinking if I can't do a Tuesday, I might do a Wednesday. I'm working some stuff out. I got to take care of some things, but we'll figure it out. Okay? But we'll get through it. I'll get you guys the guarantees for Thanksgiving games. I'll even give you guys some thoughts on a little bit of some of the matchups next week. But we're going to play it by ear. Let's get to the guarantees. We're going to start off with the Lions and the Colts. All right? The Lions are 7.5-point favorites on the road. And the over and under is at 50.5. Colts defense sucks. Over. I think the Colts are going to find a way to kind of get a couple points, maybe some garbage time points. The Lions are going to light it up, though. In a dome again, the Colts defense sucks. I have faith that Jared Goff and that Lions offense will keep roaring. The Lions keep doing what they do. Give me the Lions 41, and I'm going to take the Colts 41. I'm going to take the Colts. No, I'm going to take the Lions 41-19. All right? I meant to say that the Colts are going to get at least to the over. Lions 41, Colts 19. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I really do. Chiefs, Panthers. Chiefs are 10.5. On the road in Carolina. Over and under is listed at 43. I'll take the Chiefs to win. Give me I'll lay 10.5. Carolina is bad. Oh, but Bryce Young looked good against the Giants. No, I'm not doing it. No. No way. Give me the Chiefs, 10.5. Might even be the best bet of the weekend. All right, yeah, bandwagons are picking you to win. So, Chiefs will win. I'm not gonna take the over because I think it actually lands right at 43. I've got the Chiefs 30-13 over Carolina. I think that this team is just gonna get to 30. They're not gonna blow them out, bad, but Carolina is a shit show. They are. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to MetLife to take on the New York Giants, where the Bucs are 6-point favorites. Tommy DeVito is starting for the first time this season. Give me Tampa. I'm not going to say that this game's going to go over and under because I don't like the total. I've got Tampa Bay winning 28-6. I think Tommy DeVito is not going to do well this game, but he might do well in another game. I think that the Bucs, Evans is coming back. That's a huge addition back for them. Tampa needs to make a playoff push. I think this team is good enough on paper to do it. And I think the Giants absolutely suck. Brian Daboll, he's coaching for his job. I don't think the Tampa Bay Bucs lose this game. Bucs win 28-6 over the Giants. Cowboys at the Washington Commanders. Commanders are 10.5-point favorites to the Cowboys. I don't want to say this line smells, but I'm a little weary about this. Okay? I'm going to take Washington, but I'm not going to lay 10.5. I think that this is a game where the Commanders could get 31. I think Dallas could get potentially get 17. But I don't think that Washington is going to lose this game. But I think something tells me this line smells. I want to take the over. I just don't know if Cooper Rush is going to score. I think he will. I'm not going to take it, though. 31-17, Commanders beat the Cowboys. Texans, Titans. Over and under is 40.5. Texans are 8-point favorites at home to the Titans. I don't want to say over, but I would take the Texans. I'm not going to lay the 8. I think that the Texans should win this game. They'll get 27. I don't think Will Levis is going to do much, or Mason Rudolph. 27-10, Texans over the Tennessee Titans. My New England Patriots travel to our House of Horrors, the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are 7.5-point favorites. The over and under is listed at 46.5. I would love to say, fuck Miami this Sunday if the Patriots beat the Dolphins. I really would. I also want to take the over. Tempted to do it. But a little voice is telling me in my head, I don't know if that's a good idea this week. Because I'm a little weary of the Patriots. I'm a little weary of Gonzalez being questionable. I don't like the way the New England defense has looked. I think Miami will score, as much as it pains me to say. I like to believe that Drake May and the offense could score. But will they score enough? That's the worry part. I think I'm gonna take the over. I want to take New England plus 7.5 to have a little bit of fun and to take an underdog. I really do. And this year, I've been pretty solid with taking New England as a dog this year. I took them Cincinnati, and y'all thought I was nuts that day. I didn't take them against the Jets. I took them with the Titans. I don't think they covered, though. That was a game that went to overtime. And I didn't take them against Chicago because I didn't think they'd do good, and I didn't take it with the Rams because I have respect for the Rams. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to take it this week. I don't want to do it. I'll take the over, though. I'll take over 46.5. I think they'll score. I don't know if they'll cover the 7.5. I don't know if they're going to do that. Give me the over. Vikings-Bears. Vikings are 3.5 in Chicago. Chicago played Green Bay tough. Minnesota hasn't looked good. But something's telling me, as bad as the Bears are, am I crazy to think I might take 3.5? I think Brian Flores is going to throw the kitchen sink at Caleb Williams. I do think that. But I can't trust Sam Darnold. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to do 39.5. I'm going to say no touch to this game. I think that this is a close game. I don't know if I trust either quarterback to win this game. If I have to trust one team to figure it out, I'm going to take the Vikings 20-17. I don't like this game. This is a no touch for me. 20-17 over the Bears. I wouldn't be shocked if Chicago wins, but I don't like any of the way these teams are looking right now. And I think the Vikings narrowly beat the Bears. Broncos-Raiders. Broncos are 6-point favorites in Las Vegas. Over and under is listed at 41.5. Denver, give me. Denver, give me. This team is awful, the Raiders. I don't like this team. I think that the defense is legit in Denver against bad teams. Now, against good teams, that's one thing. Outside of Kansas City, that's actually was an impressive performance. I'm going to take Denver to win. I think that Bo Nix will have a good game against the Raiders. I don't think they're going to do anything crazy. I feel like that they don't look good. Give me Denver to win 26-16. I don't think the Raiders do much. 26-16, Denver covers the 6. They win. 49ers at Packers. Green Bay is 5.5-point favorites. I don't know if this is with the updated news with Bosa and Purdy out. Over and unders at 44. I am taking Green Bay. I'm taking them. I think they're going to be fine. I don't like the way the Niners look right now. I don't know if Kittle's going to play. I don't know how this team's going to look. I'm taking Green Bay to win. I don't trust the 49ers at all with the injuries. Give me Green Bay to win 24-13 over the Niners. An underfest. I think it's going to be under 24-13. Packers beat the Niners. Cardinals Seahawks. Pick'em game in Seattle. Right now, over and under is listed at 47.5. I am going to take this game. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals. Matty Ash, you're a fake fan. Don't get me started. You watched 2 of your games this season. Do not get me started. You're a fake fan. I'm not picking them because of you. No shot. I think that Arizona's playing good football. Seattle, I'm a little questionable with the defense. I think Seattle will score, though. I would probably take the over, actually, as well. I think this game's going to be a sneaky good game. I'm going to take Arizona to win 30-23 over Seattle. I think they win. And I think that Arizona's defense is a little shaky. Seattle's is too. But Arizona gets enough points to pull through. And I like the way that this team's been playing. I'll talk about them a little bit more, hopefully. But I'm going to give Arizona 30-23 over Seattle. They're playing good football right now. Eagles at the Rams. Eagles are 2.5-point favorites in LA. Give me the points with Sean McVay. I am saying that Nick Sirianni is going to be the guy that loses this game for the Eagles. Cross-country road trip, okay? Big game next week against the Ravens. So they got to go to LA, back to Baltimore, okay? After Thanksgiving. This is a game that Sean McVay, to me, this is a game that I think the Rams can win. I don't think a lot of people realize how shaky the Eagles look. And I think the Rams have been playing better and better and better each week. I don't know if Vic Fangio is going to have a game plan for Sean McVay with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and Robinson, who's a sneaky good third option. Okay, but I think the Rams win. I think the Rams win, and I'm going to take the Rams to win a high-scoring game. I've got this game going 31-27 Rams over the Eagles. And I'm taking the over. I think both teams are going to score. But I think Nick Sirianni is going to make some bad decisions. Sean McVay is going to capitalize on it. Give me 31-27 Los Angeles Rams. Another team getting home points as an underdog. Ravens at the Chargers. Chargers are 2.5-point underdogs to the Ravens. Hardball Bowl. Chargers looked a little shaky last week. Over and unders at 51. Do I think they're going to go over? Ravens defense has not looked good to me lately. But do I think that Jim Harbaugh gets enough points to get to 51? Maybe. Maybe. I'll take a stab at it. Give me the home points with the Chargers. And I'm going to take the over. Because Justin Herbert, if any glimpse of that game is shown, he can throw the ball pretty damn good. And if they can run the ball on the Ravens defense, like the Bengals did. Oh no, not the Bengals did. Like the Steelers were able to a little bit, and the Bengals were able to run the ball on the Chargers. This game could go over for both teams. But I think at the end of the day that Jesse Minter's defense, one of the most slept-on units in football, been playing good all season. Outside of that second half against the Bengals, which I don't know what they were doing, I am going to take the Chargers as home underdogs to beat the Ravens. I don't like the Ravens right now. I don't think they're playing good football. I think they're hitting a wall. And I think that the Chargers not only go over the total at 50.5, but I think they're going to go win the ball game as well. Because I think they're playing really, really good football. And Jim Harbaugh is one hell of a coach. I'm not betting against Jim Harbaugh unless I feel like I have a team that I like. I'm not doing it. So let's recap the guarantees. There was a lot this week. I told you guys I'd have a lot. Over 50.5, Lions Colts. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to beat the Carolina Panthers. The Washington Commanders are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm not sure if they're going to cover 10. I know I said they might cover 10.5. I'm not going to do it as a guarantee. So actually, I'm going to take that back. So the Lions Colts will go over 50.5. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to beat the Carolina Panthers. The Patriots Dolphins are going to go over 46.5. The Green Bay Packers are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. The Arizona Cardinals are going to beat the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to go over 47.5 total points, Cardinals Seahawks. The Los Angeles Rams are going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're going to go over 49 total points. Not team points. Not team total. The game total. The Ravens-Chargers are going to go over 51. And the Los Angeles Chargers are going to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Guarantee! Woo! Yeah, baby. We have a lot of plays. We have a lot of plays, baby. Okay? That's right. Go big, baby. This is the time to do it. All right? But yeah, no, dude, this is a huge huge game for them, man, okay? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Loungetime. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that we guys can get all the latest content for the 2024 season on Lounge Time. We have a lot that we're going to be covering. We're going to have some guests on the show at some point. I know I keep saying this, but we're going to get him, okay? All right? We're also going to have some basketball talk that we're going to be mixing in with a buddy of mine. I'm trying to get it from college, okay? I'm trying to get him in. I'm trying to get a couple guys from college, but we're working the terms out, okay? I'm trying to get NBA Nerd back, all right? I'm going to work some things out with him, all right? But we're going to have a lot of content, basketball included as well, all right? So you guys do not want to miss it. We're going to have some fun content episodes. And then, guys, I am looking to do episodes. Most of the recording will be on Monday, potentially Tuesday morning with the Monday Night Football stuff. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to try to get it up for you guys when I get out of college for the fall semester. I've got some things I'm trying to take care of, but I promise we'll have it all in. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Lounge Time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great NFL Sunday, everybody. See you guys on Wednesday.